everyone, my name is Cynthia and this is my reflection for taking a strengths-based approach character survey. Before taking the survey for this class, I have explored my strengths in the past. When I was at Mesa Community College, I did take a similar survey for a class, and so I'm pretty familiar with my strengths, and I feel like they're still similar to the ones that I received today. There's probably like in my top 5, maybe like 2 have changed. Personally, I think in my everyday routine, I have to rely on my strengths, especially being a pre-K teacher. We all know that kids are unpredictable and our routines are unpredictable. So I think it's really important that we rely on our strengths as teachers so that, in case of any mishaps or we have to improvise anything throughout routine, relying on our strengths and knowing our strengths is very important. So after conducting the character survey, my top 5 strengths were humor, gratitude, honesty, kindness, and hope. And I thought those were really reflected the type of person I am. For example, my top strength was humor. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. And from this survey, under humor, it states liking to laugh and tease, bringing smiles to others, seeing the light side, making, not necessarily telling jokes. I love to be funny. I love to be silly, so that comes really handy when working with kids. My second one, like I said, is gratitude. Being aware of and thankful for the good things that happen. Take time to express thanks. I'm really thankful for having the opportunity to work with kids, and I'm thankful for what I do. 3, honesty, speaking the truth, but more broadly, presenting oneself in a genuine way and acting in a sincere way, being without pretense, making responsibilities for one's feelings and actions. And I think when working with kids, that is a very important strength to have. Kindness and hope also play another important part in being an educator and just being an all-around person. So I really like my top 5 strengths, and like I mentioned before, I think like 1 or 2 has changed since the last time I did take a character survey. But overall, everything else that I found out from the survey was, pretty much a reflection of who I am and who I am as a teacher. So that was a really good experience to kind of see what changed, what's still the same, and yeah. So at the conclusion of my survey, as I looked through the list of strengths that I have, and I guess the order from my top to my bottom strength, some of the ways that I can use them in my daily life, whether it's at work, in school, at home, or in my community. Like I mentioned before, I personally think that I rely on my strengths throughout my daily routine and my daily life. So some of the ways that I could use them, anywhere in my life I could anywhere in my life I could always find myself using my strengths in different ways. From work, where I can use it to figure out how I can help children, how I can help families, just figuring out, and kind of analyzing what kind of accommodations I can make for children in my classroom and their families, so that I can make sure that they're going to reach their full potential, and that families, if they have any special requests, that I'm implementing them in the classroom for their child and for the benefit of the child. Another way I could use my strengths, which I was really surprised when creativity was 22 on my list. I think I'm a very creative person, and a way that I use my strengths in the classroom, at home, and in school is improvising. Working with kids, sometimes we may not have all the materials that we need to do a craft or a learning activity, or an activity in our circle times. We have to improvise. So that's another way that I can use my strengths, such as creativity or teamwork or curiosity, self-regulation, learning of love, social intelligence. Some of those strengths, we use them every single day in the classroom. So another way I can use my strengths in working with kids at home, at school, in the community is problem solving. Life's unpredictable, so sometimes we run into a one-way street and we have to figure out, okay, what can I do here? There has to be another way I can go. Just finding solutions to problems, whether it involves children and their learning abilities, or having a conflict between a parent, or just in your daily life when you feel like you hit a one-way street and you want to figure out ways you can overcome them or accomplish your goals. Another way that I find using my strengths is giving advice. Sometimes I have parents and families that do approach me and they're looking for advice on their child's learning, what they can do with them at home, what they need help on, and if they're having trouble, like learning disabilities, they ask for advice on what steps they need to take so that they can help their child. This also falls into the category of family, giving advice to your family members, helping them through a hard time. If they're stuck on making a big decision, I can rely on my strengths to give them advice and hopefully help them choose the right path, or make sense of a decision or situation. Another way I like to use my strengths is helping others, whether it's at work with my coworkers, at home with my family, my brothers, my sisters, my mom, my dad, or anyone who needs help out in community. I can rely on my strengths for that, like judgment, teamwork again, what else? Bravery, zest, leadership. So a lot of that, all of those strengths that we do feel like we do have, and some of them are, a lot stronger than others, but in reality, we use them all in our daily lives, whether it's improving myself as a teacher or an individual, or, helping someone else prosper in life and school, and more importantly, helping these kids grow and develop into the people we want them to be when they grow up, helping them reach milestones, just helping them learn about the world around them, and teaching them, and sparking that love for learning. So that's how I some of the ways I would use my strengths. I hope you liked my video, and I look forward to hearing you guys' reflection on this assignment. Thank you. Bye.